Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and welcome back to another segment of the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I cannot wait to get started. But before we do, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with all your friends and literally everybody that you know, and join the pack today. All right, guys, we got some good news coming at you today for this afternoon segment. My friends, it is finally happening. A few weeks ago, as you guys know, President Trump put in charge Vice President J.D. Vance of the administration's new fraud task force. And it looks like that task force is finally making moves to arrest these fraudsters. Now, I seriously don't know how we missed this story last week, but last Thursday, I believe it was, in Los Angeles, at least 15 individuals were arrested in an alleged hospice scheme. Guys, the pressure we are putting on this administration and the people in charge of some of these states, it's working. It is really working, and thanks to journalists like Nick Shirley, James O'Keefe, Cam Higbee, and of course many, many more, fraud all over the country is being exposed. And for the time being, at least, it seems as though there is a ray of hope when it comes to the American people getting justice in our tax system, maybe being a little less burdened when it comes to this stuff. So guys, we gotta keeping hope alive today. I know we've had a lot of black pills today so far in the news, but that's why I wanted to do this segment for you guys, give you a little bit of hope, a little bit of a white pill for you to swallow, so it's not quite as doom and gloom. But let's go ahead and take a look at this story here. We have this from, this is Fox 11 News in Los Angeles. The DOJ targets California's Kingdom of Fraud. I love how they put that, the Kingdom of Fraud, in massive $60 million hospice takedown. $60 million. Wow, guys. Let's look here. Federal investigators and top Trump administration officials announced a massive crackdown on hospice fraud in Los Angeles on Thursday, vowing to stop the lies and recover billions in stolen taxpayer funds. The investigation, dubbed Operation Never Say Die. That's a great name right there. I don't know. Say what you want about the Trump administration, but they sure can name operations. I love their names for these operations here. Led to the arrest of doctors, nurses, and psychologists. Wow. Who allegedly turned end-of-life care into a cash-producing operations. These sick motherfuckers, dude. Sick motherfuckers. You gotta be a sick son of a bitch to be taken advantage of, like, people at the end of their lives. Jesus Christ. God save us from these evil, evil individuals. Anyway, I'll read on. Federal agents executed a series of coordinated arrests across the Southland on Thursday, including in Covina. Sorry if I can't pronounce some of these cities or towns or whatever. Covina, I believe is how you pronounce it. Anaheim and Glendale. The operation, led by Vice President J.D. Vance's anti-fraud task force, targets phantom hospice facilities and that allegedly billed Medicare. Yeah, they billed Medicare for end-of-life care for patients who were not dying. They were not dying. So I guess they weren't taking advantage of actual dying people. They were, I don't know who they were taking advantage of. The taxpayer, I suppose. So fake patients, that seems like. That's interesting. It reminds me of the daycare fraud that was going on. Fake daycare people, our daycares with no kids. It seems like these places had patients, but they were just not the patients that they were supposed to be having, I guess. Let's read here and figure it out. Let's see. We got, among those who were charged, Gladwin and Amelu. God. Why do they have to have stupid names that I can't pronounce? Gladwin and Amelu Gill, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Don't quote me on that. A psychologist and nurse who allegedly used their daughter's name to bypass their own criminal histories to open a hospice that billed $5.2 million. What the holy shit? No wonder these people are riding around in fucking Mercedes Benz and shit. $5.2 million. That's just two people, dude. They used, and oh my god, what fucking assholes, dude. They used their daughter's name to bypass their own criminal histories. So these are people that have criminal histories, dude. They're using their kid's name to open up a hospice. Jesus Christ. This is evil shit, dude. This is straight up evil shit. We got this next name here is Lolita. That's a fucking interesting name. Ever heard of the Lolita Express? Any relation there? Lolita Minard, I think. I don't know. I can't pronounce names. You guys know that. Accused of running an Anaheim-based hospice with a survival rate of 85%, far exceeding the national average. Okay. I don't see. So that's like how they figured out that it was a fake hospice, because it seemed too good to be true, the survival rate, I guess. We got another one. Nita Palma allegedly operated 3 fraudulent hospices while incarcerated in federal prison and free on bond for previous fraud charges. How the hell does somebody that's like been to federal prison for and is out on bond for fraud charges, how are they able to run 3 different hospices? Now, see, that's where I think we have to be looking at people higher up in the government there, because like that stuff shouldn't happen, you know. It makes no sense how somebody that has a history of fraud and is running 3 different hospices. Jesus. Okay, we got prosecutors allege these schemes often targeted vulnerable people, offering them $300 monthly cash payments and free vitamins to sign up for hospice despite not being terminally ill. Okay. So, yeah, basically, hospices are supposed to be for people that are basically dying. And it seems like their patients were not dying. So that is technically fraud there. So plus a lot of these people look like they have past criminal history, which is interesting how they're able to run hospices with this kind of criminal history. And this is what we don't know. The administration is currently investigating whether state officials or insiders facilitated these schemes through malpractice or malfeasance. I would assume so. I would assume so, because how else would you get the licenses and stuff to do this? But of course, these people, like the one nurse and psychiatrist, that one surprised me the most. A nurse and a psychiatrist are like used their used their daughter's name. So I guess some of these people could have been using false names to, apply for these licenses to open up these hospices and whatnot. That's my assumption, but also there could be some things going on in the higher up, like state officials, insiders, like it said. While multiple suspects have been identified and many arrested, the full extent of the transnational crime organization's mission by Dr. Mehmet Oz. Dr. Oz, I love Dr. Oz, administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, remains under investigation. So hopefully with them catching all these people, I'm really hoping I'm really hoping that when it comes to some of these people that they're as they're doing their investigation, that they're interrogating some of these people and maybe offering in, if you offer some of the small fries a little bit of immunity, then you can catch like some bigger fish, you know what I'm saying? catch the bigger fish. That's what I'm interested in. But don't get me wrong. This is still like, guys, do not be disheartened. This is still really good news here. That means we're seeing arrests. We're seeing perp walks here. So this is not nothing. This is not a nothing burger. It is also unclear how many thousands of additional patients may have had their beneficiary numbers compromised in the license flipping schemes involving 42 different hospice licenses found within just 4 blocks in LA's Van Nuys neighborhood. You see, that's what I'm saying, man. 42 different hospices found within just 4, that's what I was thought was the craziest thing about some of Nick Shirley's videos that he's been doing in California lately, where you just see all these, like, why are there 80 fucking, like, how state officials have to, at the very least, being negligent, like just looking the other way purposely, like it's right in front of your face. All you got to do is drive around in these LA neighborhoods. And if you got like the buildings that had like 42 different daycares in it and shit, it's like, bro, like, that's obvious right in front of your face. That's why I'm just like, there has to be something going on within the higher ups in the state government there that are just, they're either facilitating it they're either facilitating it and are a part of it, are at the very least have been negligent in their duties when it comes to this, because that's absolutely ridiculous. 42 different hospice licenses found within just 4 blocks of each other. So, like, all in the same neighborhood, there's all these different hospices. Dude, come on, man. Like, a whole neighborhood of hospices? You can't tell me you didn't know anything about that. Like, so stupid. Like, what, like, there's, like, is there nobody that goes and, like, checks on this shit? Like, when you're giving, like, are they just handing out hospice license like candy? What is happening, guys? That makes me mad, dude. That makes me just really mad, man. It's like, why are we paying taxes, guys? We should all just fucking, like, seriously. There was talk of all over Twitter this last tax season. Everybody was like calling for a tax strike, bro, and I think we need to do it, dude. We need to seriously, man. Especially in some of these blue states, bro. Like, we should not be paying taxes. And honestly, like, I want a motherfucking refund, bro. Something, man. I don't know. Get rid of taxes altogether. Get rid of all of this shit. Like, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. To shut these programs down. Shut them the fuck down. We don't need them. It's just sucking away. You could get rid of half of our national debt. You could probably get rid of by just shutting these fucking programs down and putting an end to it, guys. But I digress. Once again, this is good news, man. There is at least something happening. This is not nothing. All right, let's see here. As by the numbers, a 215% surge in suspensions. Good. Fox News Digital is told a total of 221 providers in Los Angeles have been suspended so far due to the suspected fraud, including a number of providers who were raided by federal authorities early Thursday morning. The latest number of suspensions marks a more than 250% increase from the 70 providers initially suspended in Los Angeles last week as a result of the task force. Ongoing investigation. In a viral video released in late January, Dr. Oz toured the Van Nuys neighborhood of Los Angeles to highlight a cluster of suspicious hospice agencies. And they got the video there. So this is back in January. They were already looking at this. I hope they start getting some of the voter fraud that's going on. I know that James O'Keefe has been doing really amazing work. We did a couple of Wolfpack React videos on our reaction series there, where we were looking at that. And yeah, I'm hoping to see more. man. And I'm hoping with some of these arrests that we start to see people snitching. I know nobody likes a snitch, but you like let's get these people arrested, man. I fuck that shit, man. Let's see here. He claimed that more than 3 dozen different hospice licenses are registered within just 4 blocks, often sharing the same multi-tenant office buildings to bypass federal oversight. How do you bypass federal oversight unless nobody's going and checking? Like nobody's going to look at these buildings. Nobody's taking a look inside, talking to the people that work there. Like I don't know, man. I just don't see how you can be granted millions of dollars from the government without the government ever coming and checking up on you. It seems asinine, man. It seems just straight asinine. I know people that are like on food stamps and shit that have to check in with social services like every month to renew their food stamps. Like if you have to do that like regular everyday people just for like a couple $100 a month, how are we not checking up on millions of dollars, bro? It seems on purpose to me. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong. What the fuck do I know? I'm just a guy that bitches on the internet, but I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Let's see here. According to Oz, these shell companies are used by transnational crime organizations to trick and pay roughly 100,000 patients for their beneficiary numbers, allowing the groups to bill Medicare for services that are never provided. Wow. They trick or pay patients for their beneficiary numbers. So they just pay people to get their beneficiary numbers that they can then bill to the Medicare services. Wow, that's insane, dude. This is this is like severe organized crime, bro. This is like the new mafia type shit happening. Type shit. Oz pointed to specific intersections along Van Nuys and Victory Boulevards as proof of license flipping. He noted that the concentration of these businesses is in such a small area is statistically impossible given the actual death rate in the neighborhood, stating, so either there are a lot of people dying here, or you got a fraudulent activity that is so good everyone wants to get in on it. Yep. Fucking pieces of fucking shit, dude. You pieces of shit. You worthless fucking human fucking garbage, dude. Everybody thinks, man. Everybody thinks like, oh, it's just the government's money. No, it's the American people's money, you fucking fags. Fucking stupid. In early January, President Donald Trump posted that California is more corrupt than Minnesota. No shit. I'd like to take a look at New York next. New York, you better you better cross your I's and dot your T's. We're coming for you too, motherfuckers. All these motherfucking Democrat fucking areas. It's always in Democrat areas, dude. Like, dude, I really would like to see somebody go look into like a red area. I really would, so we can compare the two and see, because it just seems like it's Democrat run states that this shit is happening in, and I'm sure that it happens in red states as well, but just I don't think at this level. Like it's so stupid. It's like these programs are just ripe for the picking for criminals, man. It's absolutely insane to me. It's absolutely insane. Just when I think I don't know. I guess just when I think I won't be surprised by anything, these motherfuckers somehow they find a way to keep surprising me. Let's see here. I lost my place again. I always lose my place in this. Here we go. Governor Gavin Newsom has consistently denied claims that fraud is not appropriately handled and addressed in his state. Of course. Of course, nothing to see here, folks, is generally the sentiment of these fucking asinine clowns. Absolute fucking clowns. And you know what, though? You fucking assholes get what you vote for, though, man. I really don't understand. But maybe it's criminals voting, you know? Maybe that's what I'm not getting. Maybe it's like there's just a large criminal element that lives in these blue states. Maybe criminals move and congregate to blue states just because they know it's a lot easier to do crime. It's like it's crime tourism, you know what I'm saying? I'm keying that phrase, Wolfpack Media trademark. We're trademarking that phrase, crime tourism. I think that sounds about right. That's probably why it's just so rife, and why these assholes keep getting voted in. They got criminals voting for them, you know. In March, a Newsom spokesperson told Fox News Digital that the governor had blocked $125 billion in fraud and made a number of arrests. Sure, I'll be looking into that, Mr. Newsom. All right, we got. I don't know. I want to look at this. Here we got initial fraudulent activity begins around 2018-2022 area. Search warrants are executed in 2022, but cases reportedly languish. I don't know what it means by that. I guess like the cases got dropped or whatever, or probably weren't taken seriously enough. We got January 1st, 2026. This is like looking at the timeline of how this stuff happened. Deadline for California to adopt emergency hospice regulations, which officials say the state missed, because of course they did. Vice President Vance leads last week. This was Vice President Vance leads the first meeting of the National Anti-Fraud Task Force Thursday morning. SWAT teams and federal agents initiate Operation Never Say Die. Never Say Die. Like I said, I love this administration's naming of operations. If you spent $1 million every single day, you would still be spending after 600 years to reach the $230 billion stolen from taxpayers annually, said Assistant Attorney General Colin McDonald. First Assistant U.S. Attorney Bill Isley, I think that's how you say it, was more blunt regarding state oversight. I called Gavin Newsom the king of fraud because he reigns over more fraud than we've seen in the history of the United States. You're not surprising me there. That I'm not surprised about. Dr. Oz added that if fraud were eliminated, the life expectancy of the Medicare Trust Fund would double. I don't get this, man. This is just such evil people, man. When you do crime, at least fucking be stealing from people that can afford to be stolen from. I don't know, man. When I was younger, there used to be a code. There's a code among thieves. You don't fucking steal from people that can't afford to be stolen from. And the American people can't afford to be stolen from. I don't know. I just don't understand it, man. No honor. You no honor. No honor. You dishonor your family. Let's see. Where am I here? I keep. Okay. Let's see here. Nationwide, we have just over 6,000 hospices. So why would almost 1/3 of all the hospices in the whole country be in Los Angeles County? That is just obvious. It's obvious. 1/3 of all the hospices in the whole country are in one county? What the fuck? What are we doing here, guys? Are we even a country? Like, I feel like I'm living in a fucking simulation. Let's see here. I'm not talking about all of California, just right here. And your attorney is absolutely right. That is, you should be incredulous. We're going after these folks, and we believe half of them are fraudulent, Dr. Oz said on April 2026. We got arraignments and a nationwide audits. The suspects face statutory maximum sentences of 10 years for healthcare fraud and up to 20 years for wire fraud. Those currently in custody, including those in Idaho and Washington, will be extradited or summoned to Los Angeles federal court for arraignment in the coming weeks. So some of these people weren't even living in California. This is fucking wild. Fucking wild. Additionally, Dr. Oz announced a nationwide moratorium on certain equipment and a plan to review every single hospice in California by the end of the year. Go, Dr. Oz, go! Oh man, I fucking never thought the doctor dude that I used to watch on TV would be like running the whole Medicare system. I don't know, it's so cool. I used to watch Dr. Oz all the time when I was younger, bro. So it's so interesting to see a guy that used to. It's like when Trump first got elected. Honestly, I'm like, dude, I used to watch The Apprentice all the time, and all of a sudden the guy that was like running the Apprentice TV show is the freaking president. It's the same thing with Dr. Oz. I'm like, holy shit, this dude, and he's killing it too, fucking killing it. Thank you so much, Dr. Oz. We, the American people, we appreciate you. Let's see here. Federal authorities expect clusters of similar takedowns every few months as the broader 2026 initiative will continue to audit high billing hospice agencies nationwide to reclaim most taxpayer funds. God, I love it. I love it. Dr. Oz, JD, get it in, guys. Get it in, guys. So that's really all we got for you guys today. I'm just really happy to see this news, and like I said, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of good news today because I might do a few more videos today, and yeah, it's more doomy gloomy black pill stuff. So we at least got one news story out of the way that might make you all a little happy. I know it made me happy. I'm always happy seeing freaking fraudsters getting walked away in handcuffs. So, anyway, we'll let you go for this segment, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe. We got so many people. All of our ex-followers out there, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come on, guys, we need you. We got 1,800 followers on X, and none of you guys are subscribing to the channel. Come on, man. I ain't trying to be a beggar, but man, you're killing me, Smalls. So subscribe to the channel. You can follow us on X and Facebook and all the other places at Wolfpack Media 92, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.